we've really tried to think about what photographers now in today need, the skills they need, way to build networks, things that I suppose are kind of, new ways of working. Hi, I'm Celine Marchbank. I'm a lecturer on the BA Photography online at Falmouth. Why I love photography is the ability to explore the world around you and to really understand the world we live in, the way we feel about the world. And for me, photography is not just about what you see in front of the lens, it's how you feel. And that's a lot of the work that I do, and I see a lot of my students doing work like that. I've just come back from maternity leave, and so I have a 1-year-old baby, and I am just published a book at the same time as having my baby. So now it's kind of moving on to the next thing. So it's very much at the start of a body of work, just exploring ideas of a mixture of work about loss and new beginnings and kind of new stages in life. Very unsure of what the work's going to be like, but it's quite exciting to be at that first stage of kind of research and exploring. What I enjoy about the course is the wide range of students that are on the course and from different countries, different places within the UK, and kind of bringing together these different stories, different backgrounds. And I suppose the beauty of the online course is students are very different, lots of different levels and stages of their life. They're kind of coming together. Some are learning photography for the very first time, and some are more experienced, and that kind of sharing of those different levels and different stages of life I find exciting. There's some people that work full-time, which I'm not used to. When you teach on campus on a full-time course, students are very much moved down to the campus and they're kind of studying, but these are people fitting things in around very busy lives. And it's quite inspiring to see that we have students that have young children or work full-time, and they're managing to kind of connect with photography and really kind of experience it in a different way, but kind of making it all work. They're definitely different, online and campus courses, but there's ways of doing things that you might think that you miss out on if you're not on campus. You can still build networks, you can still build communities. It's just in different ways, and I think it's ways that in the world we're working more like that now anyway. Post the pandemic, we've learnt to build communities online, we've learnt to have connections with people in other countries, which we might have maybe felt restricted by before. I think the flexibility of the course is really exciting for people. For people that couldn't commit to a full-time course on campus, and if they've got busy lives, they've got commitments that they can't just give up on. I think the course gives them this flexibility where they can build it around their lives. They can study full-time or part-time, so they've got flexibility there as well.